Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Unpopular Review.
Thank you all for clicking on our faces.
Blue flag with all that.
Okay, so I wrote down some notes.
Let's do that. I don't want to sit too hard. That's twice. That'll probably go over about as well as Colonel Defeat.
Because there was no Jay White site.
Okay, just straight up gangbanging. This story has been fit. You gotta pay that attention.
So Unpopular Review does not. What should the CEO up, Chris? Jesus, golly. Let's start the show.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Challenge 40 review show. My name is Cactus Catie, and this is my co-host Mike. And we have one more person with us, but she's unable to make it this week.
Yeah,
we missed
she's
her.
at a concert.
Yes, good for her. Good for her. But we're excited to have her next week to get this ball rolling. But so tonight was the premiere. It is the anticipated 40th season. So, Mike, when was your first season you watched?
My first season I watched. So that's a hard one, right? So the first seasons were like the road rules.
Right, that's true.
I didn't really get into road rules back then. It was a lot of MTV coming at you, so I was really strictly a real world guy.
Okay.
So that's my world. I've seen all 39 seasons and now watching 40. I've seen all 40 seasons multiple times as my wife likes to put them on the Paramount and just rerun them. Okay, so I see them all the time.
You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with a challenge season. Yeah.
But the first I started to notice it the most was right here.
The banana backpack.
Challenge history. CT, dog walking Johnny on his back. And look, the funny part is, Catie, CT don't look like that right now. CT got this dad bod going on. We're talking about that.
We can get to that because CT is my guy. And that goes all the way back to the duel. I mean, the duel X's 1 and 2.
Him crying today at the intro of them coming in, I thought was amazing because first thing you think of CT, at least in my household, we think of DM.
Yeah, of course.
You know
exactly.
I mean? You write to DM, and Derek also was with DM, previously for that. But you think about that and the great DM, she's gone on to heaven, had her battle with cancer, and we truly, truly miss her. She's the angel of the challenge. Everybody loves DM very much so. But for me, it's all on. But do you have a favorite era? Because this is so tough for me because I have my favorites in each freaking era. Because in era 4, no offense, I call him the challenge Jesus. Like we have Marvel's Jesus, which is Deadpool. We have the challenge Jesus, which is Horatio. That is my. If I can have a guy crush, it's like
he's the newbie though. He hasn't gotten his footings yet.
He's done he's so good. They keep trying to get him out every time.
They do.
Like, literally.
They can't
know how good they got. When he beat Jordan is when he really propelled for me. And then even when he lost with Olivia, and I tried to get Devin when she popped her nose, right? Not funny, but you watch it over and over on TikTok, it becomes funny. But him saying, "Come on, I do it by myself. I can do both of them." It's like this guy is just built to be great. And he hasn't won it yet, but his personality, everything about Horatio, that's my guy. So what's your favorite era?
My favorite era is going to be number 3.
Ooh.
That is the X's. Most of them.
That's when I got with Devin. That was what's that damn reality show? Perfect 10 or something like that. Or he was on that show because remember
Love
Devin
Island
was with Corey's first baby mama.
Yes, that's yes. I think it's not Love Island, is it?
No, it's not Love Island. I never watched Love Island. It's like Perfect Match. Perfect Match.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, Cheyenne was Corey's and Devin's partner.
Yeah, that's where Tori comes from. Also from that era and that show. See, my thing is and I love 3. You said what start like it's so hard. It's hard not to go here. For one.
I mean,
the guys that started it all, but they're not my favorites. Other than CT and Darrell, that's all I have here, right? And season 2, I really hate bananas, although we know how great bananas is. But I hate bananas.
You love to hate them.
I love that. So there's really nobody from here other than Carl Maria that I care about. And I love Cara. But season 3, I gotta be honest, I love Corey. I love Devin is because my West isn't here. It's amazing how I like West, by the way, because I think West was a borderline racist and a chauvinist back in the day. Those
I mean,
older episodes. Come on, bitch. I just be like,
oh
yo,
yeah,
you
that was a whole
like
different world back then, though.
Yeah.
It
Oh
really
God,
was.
those guys couldn't be on TV. Bananas. Or the way they used to talk to women back in the early 2000s was not my daughter. But
Yeah.
I gotta go. I think
Oh,
I'm 3 because of Jordan and Corey and Devin. And I always want to see Leroy do it, but
I
Leroy is a
know.
bust. Corey is a bust. And tonight on the show, Jordan said, because we got elimination, so we got the first elimination happened, which is crazy. 40 people, 8's gonna go home already. TJ said, "You gotta go."
There's gonna be 8 eliminations. Yeah,
You gotta
I'm
go.
like, how's that gonna work?
How are you gonna eliminate all these people, right? So you got the winners in the first heat. You got CT and Rachel, right? We got Johnny and Laurel. I can't stand Laurel.
I know.
Remember when she got all cocky and she lost?
She's amazing.
Remember that she was doing her a sucking sign, and then she came back and she lost. I can't stand Laurel, right? And then Corey and Tori. I love Tori. Then we get Michelle and Harasha. And I don't like Michelle. I thought Michelle played a shit game last season. Her and
multiple
Jay
seasons.
and Jay, but Jay, I call him. You ever watch Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
Remember what's the guy in the Peyton brother Vigo?
Oh,
his hairline all back. That's Jay. He's balding real bad. But yeah,
you know,
so
there's history. You know the history between Jay and Bananas. Do you?
No, do tell.
No. Okay, so Jay was dating a girl named Morgan who was on World of Worlds 2. She was only on one season. Well, that was Jay's girlfriend. Well, things happened and she ended up with Bananas for like 5 years. They just broke up maybe in the last 2-3 years.
Okay, was she one of them girls who was in the words of Captain when she's back? Was she what do they call it when it's like politicking but with penis?
No, I don't think
you know what I'm talking about, right?
Y'all gotta consider Morgan that one.
Okay.
Unlike
Because Johnny
Mariah.
be knocking them off now.
Yeah, Mariah.
Johnny be knocking them off.
Yeah, no, Mariah 100% would agree. But no, Morgan, she came from Big Brother. She won Big Brother.
See, I'm not a Big Brother. I know Captain's a big Big Brother fan.
Oh, yeah, I'm a Big Brother fan.
I'm not a Big Brother. The only thing I like about Big Brother was what I knew them to be when they came into the challenge.
Fair.
And I fell in love with Swaggy and his girl because I think she's beautiful. And then if you notice, and you're a wrestling fan, you see him front row wrestling a lot. Not front row, but like second, third row. He's been there. He was at SummerSlam.
Oh, they're loaded.
So, Swaggy's and them getting their money. So I give them that. But that's why I don't say I'm on challenges no more. But I hate Josh. I hate Josh more than I hate
him
Tony.
Big Brother.
More than I hate Tony. Tony and Josh, I hate more than anybody. Josh could be on fire, and only the love of a person inside of me would have to save him because I would totally. You ever watch Vampire Diaries? I'd be like Damon. I just pause for a second before he dies, and I thought about it. I think I saved you, but I did pause for a second. God, I apologize. I can't stand Josh. He's such a sucker MC.
He's just a wimp. He's just a wimpy. He's straight up wimpy. Yeah. And Kylan's not far behind him. I'm not a big Kylan fan.
Those Berniers? How can you not like Kylan?
Kylan, he's
autistic. You see, I did this right.
Oh yes.
Okay,
that's
because
true.
I have a special needs son at home. Okay, I have 4 autistic brother-in-laws.
Oh, do you?
So I know autism from all different levels. And again,
I'm
not
the spectrum.
I don't know, right?
Yeah.
But I think today's world with everybody says they have the HHDDD, right? They're all on something. Now it's if you're autistic, you're the most functional autism person I've ever witnessed. That's not Asperger's. That's like, so I don't see that. So when he said that, I want to like the guy. And again, my wife says, but you don't know their life. They're edited. Okay.
That's true. But I also think it's kind of weird that it was the same season of Big Brother that the girl who came out very verbally from the very beginning that she was. So maybe this encouraged him to come out. Maybe.
But I think that was the reason why he was giving the girl last season why he wouldn't kiss her on camera. He just didn't want to kiss her on camera. Yeah. So he said, my autism makes me shy. Yeah. So I don't know. And so, but this is a topsy-turvy crazy. We got losers too also. So we got the automatically going into the elimination.
Yes.
Automatically going in. We got from season 4, Norris and Theo.
And Theo. See, Theo, this is his first time back in a while. And that's because he had a major injury at a party not that long ago. Maybe a couple years ago. He had an incident with a champagne bottle. And he got a champagne cork shot in his eye. So I think he's legal. That's why I think in his promo picture there, he's kind of, working it. Yeah, because I think he literally...
the Brits think they're sexier than us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But no, it's because he can't see out of that eye.
Well, give some props out to Nelson, who had his leg amputated. It's a leg or his foot? I know. I was watching his journey.
Oh, I think it's just like from the knee down.
From the knee down, right? Yeah. From being in an accident, that's a shame. And I wasn't the biggest Nelson fan on the show, but he carried some seasons where I thought, I wanted him and Corey as younger people. I always like the young people who that are not afraid of going after the old vets. I love that. And I hate when they're in deliberation talking about, well, someone's going to get hurt. Y'all been playing this game for 40 seasons. This ain't about your friendship. If I vote for you, don't say that I love when Jordan said that to Tori. Never have I ever said to you that if I don't vote for you, that's a strain on our relationship.
Oh, yeah, that was a couple seasons ago. He said that.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is a game. I'm trying to get whoever out I can get out for whatever reason I have in my vocabulary.
To propel myself
I would play a shit game for the politicking game. I would, because I'm too honest. I'm like, I hate her. Oh, God. I just compared myself to Amanda. Because Amanda, I cannot stand it, but she always says what the fuck she means.
I mean, it is that I don't know exactly where she's from, but clearly she's from somewhere up north.
And then we got the biggest loser of all. The two biggest losers of all, honestly. I love Leroy.
I know, I love Leroy.
In the words of my wife, Killer Cam, if you're watching this program, I want to say this with love in my heart for you and for your fiance, who I love in Leroy. But it got to be hard carrying that boy in your back every single time, because Killer Cam don't lose.
No.
Okay. Killer Cam is that girl.
No. I really hope he doesn't bring her down, because she's amazing.
Look at these stats. I know I have Leroy in here somewhere.
Yeah.
Leroy's in here somewhere. I guess I don't have Leroy in here somewhere. But
I love Leroy.
I love Leroy. I do. He's a barber now in Vegas. I'm going to Vegas for WrestleMania. I might just stop by and get a haircut just because.
I think they're moving to Michigan.
They're moving to Michigan.
Yes.
That's where Corey stays. Why wouldn't it be there?
I think it's closer to family.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they are. And I noticed tonight in the episode, he said it was he left to go film this.
3 weeks or 2 weeks after the baby was born.
2 weeks after the baby girl was born.
But you know why, don't you?
Why?
Because Killer Cam saying, go get me my money. It's $1 million and he's going to choke.
Yeah.
He's already in the bottom two. Him and Nia, his former girl, by the way. I think that's pretty funny.
Yes.
They're both in the finals. And
they handled that very well, though.
Kellyanne is in there from season 2, which she just came off of the All-Stars. Some of these people who were on the All-Stars recently, I don't know why they're there. That I don't think they need to be there. That's just me.
Well, Janae is on there. And she's won double back-to-back All-Stars. She's a phenomenal.
Playing very quiet is she, by the way, too.
Well, she's not stupid.
No, she's definitely not stupid.
Yeah, and I love Nina. Rachel's amazing. Catie, I just never really got behind Catie. Anissa, I love.
I cannot like Anissa. I've never liked Anissa. And when I liked her for her challengeness, there's a difference between liking somebody from Real World, where I didn't, to respecting them on the challenge because they're busting their asses and they're playing the game right and they're being honest, right? Yep. And then I love her for that. But in the same way as we're talking about my all-time favorite, CT. Okay. And here goes superpowers. He would be a 96 overall if this was a video game. Okay. That's how great CT is. But right now, you don't have like if you're a basketball fan, they give you like all these different versions of Michael Jordan, all these different versions of John Cena on the games, right? They gave you all these different versions of CT. This CT right here, early CT, this is a 97 CT. This is Roman Reigns level CT. The CT we got tonight with that belly, I know he came in first, and you're saying, how'd he do that? And
I
I'm
know
not
there
giving
was
up
that
on the guy.
whole promo with Derek sitting there, and I'm like, that's not attractive looking at all.
This is what they kept doing, right?
Yeah,
He kept pulling his shirt down because his belly was coming out. And I love CT.
I know.
Okay, and he got more heart than a lot of people I've ever known in real life. I'm not saying that, but wow.
Yeah.
So your
I'm
takes from the
a
night.
huge CT
Oh, and
fan.
then Mark and Catie are in the finals.
Yes.
What do you think about the deliberations?
You know what? It was a little confusing, maybe because it's the first episode on how that all was really supposed to go down. You had one side of the table to the other side of the table, but maybe because there's so many people there right now, it's just a little too much. It'll get better throughout the season. But
It is overwhelming.
Yeah, it's just a little overwhelming. But if you break down the small conversations that they put out on tonight's episode, you found out a lot about how people are wanting to play this game this season. And that is going to be interesting to see, how it plays out in votes. You saw Derek say to Darrell, like, dude, I owe you. This is it. I'm turning my coin in. So
and you heard Darrell say, I love you, but not that much. I wouldn't have done that. It's $1 million. I get your fact. Clearly, what that shows to me is several things. At some point, whether very personal, financially, or mentally, he was there for Derek. I lean towards financial when someone feels like they owe somebody. Yeah. I don't feel like I owe someone for being there for me as a friend to give me a hug or good advice. But if a friend bailed me out of being evicted, I feel like I would owe that person, right? So I think Derek probably owes Darrell some kind of, or maybe not even owe him, but Darrell bailed him out at some point, so he feels obligated. But again, this is a game, bro. You're here to play the game.
And if anyone knows this game, it's Darrell. He gets it.
He gets this game.
Yeah.
Your girl Anissa, I can't get over it. Just Anissa.
I know.
It's just Anissa.
She's a Philly girl, though.
I get that, but she's so. I just don't like Anissa.
I'm shocked, Mike. I am shocked.
I just like I said, in her challenge prime, she was a beast.
She was.
You know what I mean? She really was a
quiet beast, though. She was a quiet beast. You didn't expect her to win, and she did. Yeah. No, she was great in those early 20 season. Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, there's some. This is what makes this season to me the most intriguing season.
It's very
the best season. It literally you don't have every single big hitter. I mean, you looked at era 3, and I didn't see Jordan with that one picture movie. You said it's got to be Jordan.
Yeah,
it couldn't be, and of course he comes in
2:30 in the morning
after just racing a race car. Now he's a professional race car driver after having his last job was a humanitarian where all he did was went around the rural and fed the homeless.
He did in Ukraine. Yeah. Yes. In the war.
Of all places. Okay.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Guys like Mark, 52, 53 years old.
Yeah, he's the oldest on the season.
He wanted to be a professional wrestler. Mark, if you don't stop.
Oh my God. I saw that and the Baden Raton
Boca Raton, Florida.
Yes.
Hey, that means he got money because he's down there at Boca Raton, just so you know.
It's Mark. Okay. He literally produced half of the All-Stars. So and was on it. So I don't know how that played out, but whatever. And Veronica, she's not on this season, is she?
No.
No,
I don't know where that slide came from. Neither was Melissa. I thought I took those out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I thought I took those out.
And Michelle, not Michelle.
I said I meant to take her out. Melissa, yeah.
Yeah, Melissa.
I meant to take her out.
That's an interesting story too.
There were someone so I got them, and I meant to take them out. I just thought it was funny to have them be there. People like Avi, like you said, you don't know her. Last time she was here was season 2 of the Cutthroats. Her and Darrell won together. That was pretty cool. And then we have like the biggest prize winners of all. And I still think it's crazy to see T's on top over Bananas and Jordan's like right there as well.
And if you think about it, so a couple seasons ago, I thought this really through, and it's because CT has won more individual. Yes. Johnny has a lot of group wins where he had to split that.
How did you judge those back then? Because like the rail has like I don't just say, well, I want a challenge. You want a challenge when it was like when y'all were doing beach obstacle course games.
Well,
that's completely different than what they're doing now. And over the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't remember who it was, but I saw somebody on a morning show or something like that. I don't remember exactly who it was. It may have been CT. But he said there is more training going on now to get on these challenges than he referred to the Olympics. And this started as a summer beach show. Like
to fill time with spring break. Watch it because it was a half an hour show. It was a half an hour show that got so big. You know what I missed in the early episodes? I missed the introductions.
The cast introductions, yes.
And the water that coming out and who was on each other's team and their backs to each other. Those kind of things.
The dual ones. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
The ruins.
Yeah.
All those so we haven't even seen the pit yet or the Sididium, whatever they call it. Right now, we got left off the cliffhanger of them going into deliberation.
Yeah. And I'm gonna jump back real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
TJ's intro. Oh my. I think that talking about with the Olympics just ending, I think his intro was more of a pop than the entire Olympics opening ceremony. It was awesome.
They were popping. CT was doing this. Lavin was definitely doing this thing. A long way from a bike rider. Again, summer things.
BMX,
BMXing, things like that. Again, the core of MTV, keeping it happy, keeping it. I was just thinking about the day about how I missed the Rock and Sock All-Star Challenges and things like that. I think, but bring those by some of the things from the 90s they started off with was pretty cool. And this is one of those cool concepts during spring break. Hey, let's give the people off of TV shows something to do. And it was just a spinoff, really, of what Road Rules was anyway. Road Rules was that amazing race, so to speak. You know what I mean? Kind of thing. They're going around these places. They got to do these little maps and find these little buried treasures behind these booby traps.
Right.
I just, it's amazing. Those shows. In your deliberations.
Yes.
Who delivered? Who do you think is going in next week? Because it's a tough one. Do you think your girl Carmaria spoke something? I'm looking at her talk to Laurel, and I'm looking at Amanda talk to Tori, and I'm watching Laurel, who I can't stand, and Tori just look at them like this.
Yeah, Laurel and Carmarie have had a very long history of hating each other. And honestly, I will say last season or All Stars, Laurel won. But without the extra pieces, there was no way she would have beat Cara.
I hated that whole thing that you could give it to a person to give them. I thought that was a trash way to them to win, and that happened to be the most physical All-Star challenge they had been up to that point.
Yeah,
I thought that ending though was just not fair at all. It became
she wasn't that far behind her. With all those extra helper pieces. But so whatever. I believe Cara Marie's gonna go in there. I believe Polly's probably is gonna be one of those 8 people. I think I honestly Darrell may be even down there. But Tony's gonna be down there for sure. Mm-hmm. Who else do I think just off the top of my head?
Well, Derek already threw himself in there.
I know.
Derek's automatically going in. He volunteered himself in CT pro tip number 1.
I love those. I love that they're doing that. I hope they continue that. That was awesome because CT is actually a mathematician. He's extremely smart. His father owned a math company. That's what led to his first win back with Amber was a math question. And everyone was like, oh my gosh. And he's like, I'm not worried about this.
Every time I think of CT with somebody other than DM, I think about when the new girl was flirting with him and all those girls picked on her.
Oh, the Romanian girl.
I don't know if she had some big boobs. She had the fake boob. that popped because she didn't want to fight. Was it Anissa she didn't want to fight, or she went to fight Anissa in the?
Oh, you're talking about early seasons.
Yeah, and they were like the duel.
Charmaine or something.
Don't get me to lie, but I know that girl got picked on so bad from us with DM's man. They was like, "What you get for coming on here being a hoe?"
Yeah, she wasn't back after that.
She came out like one after that, but that was it. And then that was just too much. Them mean girls back down. I'm telling you, it wasn't just the guys they would get you a hard time.
Well, she really had a problem. Was one of those episodes in one of the daily challenges, she fell into the water and thought she busted a boob. And that was, I think,
yes, right. That was, yes. That same girl. I don't remember her name, but man, that was funny.
Ooh, she's a lot.
She was definitely a lot.
But
who do you want to see win?
Overall, the $1 million. Oof.
And how do you think it's going to be one person or two people?
I don't know how.
You don't even know the rules,
right? I don't know how this all is going to play out with the teams, the errors. Do we have one winner from each error? Are they going to break it down later, where it's just individual?
That's not $1 million. That's $250, right? Yeah. Or 500, and you know how they do it. They chibble break it down some kind of way. But
no, I think it's eventually going to merge into what a normal challenge is going to be. It's just there's just so many. They wanted so many people to bring viewers in. They captured all different angles. But if you look at the big crowd and you think, I really hope it's not bananas.
I really don't want it to be bananas either.
No one wants it to be bananas. I really don't think it's going to be anyone from.
I want it to be Leroy, but I know he's not going to win.
That's what I was going to say, but I don't want to sound like stupid.
But I know he's not going to win. That's my thing. I betting on Leroy is like betting on Baker Mayfield. And eventually you're going to let me down.
Yeah, for real. I would love to see him or Corey win. But I don't see it happening. Jordan has a good shot. Yeah.
Who else?
Jordan has a good shot. Polly's not going to win.
All right, here we go.
Jenny's crazy.
How about this? Let's go from 4 to last. And we pick one guy, one girl.
From each section?
From each era. Let's just start there.
All right.
So let's start with 4. If I have in 4, I'm going the couple. I'm going Horacio and Norris.
You think Norris is going to pull it out?
That's why I want to win. Do I think are we going who I want or what we think?
All right, let's do want first.
Okay.
Wants
first? All right, so I want Horacio and Norris.
Okay.
From this era.
My wants is Polly. And
Maria.
I know. And Casey. But who I think is gonna win from here is gonna be Jenny. Jenny's crazy.
She's a beast.
She's
a beast.
Yeah. Jenny and maybe even Kylan.
Okay. I'm gonna go with who I think from this grouping would be Horacio. And I think it's Casey's time.
Well, Casey's already won. Casey's won.
I thought she came in second.
No, she won.
Okay, but I still, she'll go get another one then. I still think they're the best in that crop. I think they're the best in that crop. What's your wants from 3?
All right, my want here is Corey and Tori.
Okay.
And I'm sorry. I don't know because they're the same. Like you said, they're the same people. Corey and Leroy, either one. I want them to win, and I'm always going to fight behind Tori. So she's going to be my want and my I think will.
Gotcha. She's my want and need as well.
Exactly.
Okay, it's Tori. My want is Leroy. I think Jordan is back to prove some shit from some last couple of seasons. He hasn't done something. And if I had to bet on anybody in all of this competition, it's Jordan.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. When that man swung that hammer with no hand and just dominate, I've seen that man do things with one hand that people cannot complain a bitch about. And
he's a car driver.
He's a car driver.
How do you do that?
And a Formula One driver at that.
Right. Which is a stick shift, which I bet you half of the people in America don't even know how to drive.
Which is a shame.
Okay. Not me. I know how to drive.
If I had a dark horse, I just put it in there. I'm gonna go with Devin. Okay. Era 2. All right, I know you got your one is Carl Maria.
Yep, I want Cara Maria. And for the guy, I would love Nehemiah.
He's such a sucker.
I
And
know.
I always
He's
try to go
West's
with my
best
black guys.
friend.
He's just such a sucker.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. This is to me. This is the hardest for the
Girls.
guys to choose from.
Okay.
So I guess this is my one is called Maria, and I think I've been waiting for her to come back. I want to see what Emily can really do. I think Emily had a lot on the table. She's one of them characters that or cast members that didn't come back much as you think she should have because she's a really good competitor. She made that one really bad blemish that was tough to watch.
Yeah.
But not knowing her as a person, maybe she didn't know it was offensive. You know what I mean? And once she got
it was
taught,
a different time too.
Yeah, a whole
I'm not
different
giving
time
any
also.
excuse, but.
So, but who I think, I'm gonna be honest, I think Bananas. If I had to record by groups, I think Bananas, and I gotta say it, it's gonna be Carl Maria. She's gonna finally stick it to Laurel. I just think she does that all together.
That's a storyline for sure.
Yeah, and number one, who you got here?
I got CT. I don't even care who else is on that list. CT out of them. Love Tina. Love Derek. Rachel's a badass. Brad's just weird. But Jody's. I mean, she's an exercise science major like I was, and I'm all about that. But she's just too quiet right now. I'm waiting for her to come out a little bit more. But no,
she said that in the work today. She said, "I don't know you guys as much as you guys do. I haven't been here. I don't talk to you guys like that." So she's been around. Yeah.
Yeah. So my want and I think will win this grouping is going to be CT and Rachel. And who I want to win would be Derek and Tina.
Okay.
Yeah, if I want to separate it.
So watching the preview, somebody got hurt. To me, that somebody was CT.
I think so.
So I don't think CT will make it to the final.
Shocking.
So, and that's just, and I could be wrong because they always do that stuff misleading.
Right.
But sometimes they put enough clues where, I'm looking at CT. He does not look to be in the best shape to run a final. I'm just being honest.
What was it? So. World the World's one?
Oh, when he was smoking the cigarettes and stuff in that mountain?
Yes.
And the end was he's I can't move.
Yeah. He looks like that CT again, where he didn't get past episode 3?
He's doing good. He's eating good. He's been in movies lately. He's getting that money. But my want would still always be CT and Darrell. Those are my guys out of that one. So out of that, who I think will make it will be Darrell out of this bracket. And for the ladies, I want to say with you, Jody, but I'm also with you with saying with Jody, she hasn't done anything in a while. Tina's always an undercard because of her mouth.
She's a big mouth.
That gets her by. So I'm gonna go Rachel.
Yeah.
As well with you. So I'm gonna
but you know what? Tina's dropped a lot of weight.
Yeah.
She has dropped. She looks good.
Since the All-Stars.
Yeah.
Since the All-Stars, she's dropped that weight. So that's a beautiful thing. But hey guys, this is the Charming.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, nice. Thanks for joining
us.
So, but yes, no, it's going to be an amazing wild ride.
I'm excited. It's going to be a good year.
I cannot wait for Shay to get on here and just blast us with her knowledge. We'll have to see what, kind of get her input on what she thought about week 1. But they're already trying to pull some serious drama with these old school flashbacks. You saw the Polly fight with Derek, I think it was. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that one.
How do you think that Tony really hates Corey from that trip? That's so long ago.
It was so long ago. And they both have kids now. That makes a big difference.
Because Corey's just saying, I know Tony wants about his game, but Tony ain't saying anything.
No.
But I love what Jordan said. He said, no, I've never done this. You know what? My word is my bond. And don't worry about getting somebody out now. You got to get there.
You got to get there. He called it out.
You got to get there. I'm going to get you there.
He said, "I will get you there." Yeah,
I will get you there, and I believe in that man right there.
Mhm.
So, this is going to be an exciting year.
As Tori is sitting at the head of the table right there. Mhm. Yeah.
I was looking at Amanda. She ain't moved. I'm serious. They was just I know she was in her head saying, "Bitch,
Mhm.
don't bitch." And,
Yeah.
and Devin was like saying, "I need you to let's get her a bumper sticker that says I would corroborate." She is just unapologetically. That's how I don't like you. Never gonna like you. We ain't gonna like each other in the business. I ain't gonna kiss your ass. So
Mhm.
that's been said. Like you don't have to say that. You already know that. Like sometimes just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, there's so much drama between them. It's just crazy. But
Such a great season.
And Naya, I'm so happy to see that she's healthy again. She's come back. She had that blood clots in her lungs
from vaping.
So that is scary. And then who else is we haven't seen in a while? If you'll pull those people back up, everybody. Yeah. So, like I said, I don't know. I remember Ava other than you said Derek and her. Avery, you haven't seen her very much. I'm actually really surprised that maybe there just wasn't enough room for her. But is Casey and Nani? Why isn't Nani on the show this season?
Yeah. Well, I think she might be. Remember, Leroy had said he wasn't coming back anymore, but he's back now, a second straight time in a row.
Yeah.
So maybe they're going through that as well. But there's some, like, I'm surprised. And what gets me is that West doesn't come back for this. He came back for All Stars, and he talks about how much he has money outside of this. He's on.
He owns his own.
No, he's on a new show. The Hated House or something like that Johnny was in last season.
Oh, Traders?
No. It's like the most devious house or some shit like that. It's like all the people who are hated and have a house.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I forget the name of that show right now. Johnny was in it last season with the guy from Love and Hip Hop Miami.
Okay, because Johnny
was in it. Like, think of all the evil people.
Yeah. Johnny and CT did Traders, but Johnny did a lot just recently show-wise. So I'm not sure which one that is. But and Brad, he's been on All Stars a lot. Like, he seriously needs some money.
House of Villains.
House of Villains. That's right. I watched that season.
I had to Google it because I knew what it was called.
And you knew it wasn't Traders.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't Traders. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was good. Oh, he's doing that?
Yeah. And that shocked me because he said he wouldn't do these kind of shows anymore. But I saw him in the ad, and that kind of
he has a new baby. He just is about to turn a year old. So
he's like a tech guru, allegedly. You know what I mean? So
he does entrepreneurship.
Yeah, so if you need the money, you want to go that route. They can't be much money than what MTV would offer. That's all my thought process always be. But
but they have a big house and they live pretty luxuriously. So
pretty luxury, yes. So it's gonna be exciting this year, Cactus, Catie. Yeah. Can't wait to talk about this more. We got some of our early predictions out the way. We're gonna get an elimination next week. We're gonna have Captain back here with us next week here. So immediately following the challenge, y'all come back and check us out each and every single Wednesday night. I pushed my Bay night back for this because I'm like, even my wife knows how much I enjoy doing UPR and this show. We have other shows here on Unpop Review Entertainment as well coming up. We have the Tuesday shows doing the Crisis of Infamous Earth. We have the Bridgerton things that went through on there. If you haven't seen, the book review is also on here. We have my Big Fat Greek Wedding coming up, which I think is hilarious that we have 3 black guys that are in the group No Ma'am pick rom-com movies to review, and
love it.
I didn't pick the ones that I love. My favorite love story of all time is The Notebook. My favorite rom-com of all time is between Crazy Rich Asians and My Best Friend's Wedding. But I chose something that everybody talks about being famously famous, but I never watched it to know. So I picked my Big Fat Greek Wedding. This is going to be hilarious. Talk about that. But check out our Heat review. Aliens is coming up in the movie theater. We have all that coming on. The Irishman. A lot of stuff right here on Unpop Review Entertainment. All right. And for our wrestling fans, you already know what that's about. Go check that out as well. But Catie, any final words we get about it here, my darling?
No, thank you for setting this up and having me on tonight and for this season. And I am actually going to hop over to the wrestling world after this.
That's right. She got AEW. Or I said,
I know she had a nice match tonight. She had a nice match.
I didn't watch. Look at you over there doing double duty. Look at Catie. Catie back here working for us, y'all, and for herself. I like it. I like it when a plan comes together. We see y'all next week, y'all. Peace.
Good morning. Good morning. It's great to stay up late. Good morning. Good morning to you. I'm singing in the rain. Just singing in the rain. What a glorious feel.